Single mom waitress couldn't afford gifts, bikers turned her Christmas into something magical. The Christmas rush had already begun, but for Emily Carter, December felt darker than any winter she had ever known. Bills stacked like icy walls on her kitchen counter, her car barely coughed to life each morning, and the lonely little corner of the living room where a Christmas tree should have been sat painfully empty. She worked double shifts at the small highway diner, praying her 8-year-old son, Liam, wouldn't notice that she had nothing, absolutely nothing, saved for gifts. But kids always notice. And Emily felt that heartbreak like a bruise on her soul. The ache settled deeper every day, until one snowy morning a group of leather-clad bikers pushed open the diner door, and unknowingly walked straight into her life. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and moments that restore faith in humanity, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps keep these real-life inspired stories alive. Emily knew the bikers well enough. They rode in every couple of weeks, loud but polite, loyal but intimidating, especially with their patched vests and tough presence. Their president, a gruff man with a silver beard and the calmest eyes she had ever seen, always tipped generously and treated her with respect. But this time felt different. This time, they filed in quietly, noticing the dark circles under her eyes, the tired slump in her shoulders, the way her smile looked like it had to be forced from someplace deep inside. She poured coffees, wiped counters, and spoke kind words on autopilot. No one needed to know how much she was breaking inside. She didn't tell anyone that her paycheck had gone straight to rent and utilities. She didn't whisper a word about how Liam pretended he didn't care about Christmas gifts because he didn't want his mom to feel bad. She kept her struggle buried behind a practiced smile, but her eyes carried the weight of a mother trying so hard not to fail her child. The bikers noticed everything. As Emily bent down to pick up a fallen spoon, the club captain spotted the edges of a past due notice tucked between order pads. He didn't say anything, but something hardened in his expression, a quiet promise forming behind those calm eyes. When she turned back around, he was already watching her with something warmer than the usual casual friendliness. Something that felt like understanding. Snow began falling outside, frosting the diner windows with delicate crystals. The holiday decorations inside glowed with soft lights and red bows, but to Emily, it all felt like reminders of what she couldn't provide. She kept imagining Liam waking up to no presents, no lights, no magic. Just another cold morning. That thought twisted her heart every time. By late evening, the diner slowed down. Most customers had gone home to their warm families, their full trees, their celebrations. Emily stayed behind to refill napkin holders and sweep floors, stretching the overtime because she needed every dollar she could get. That was when she heard the heavy steps return, the same group of bikers walking back inside. At first, she thought they'd forgotten something. Instead, she froze in shock as she watched the men spread out across the diner, each holding wrapped presents with shiny ribbons and printed Christmas paper. The captain stepped forward, his face stern but softened with something fatherly. Without warning, he placed a large, colorful gift box on the counter right in front of her. Then another. And another. The others followed, setting down stuffed bears, toy trucks, warm clothes, books, and more beautifully wrapped boxes until the counter looked like a small, overflowing Christmas morning. Emily pressed her hand to her mouth, unable to speak. Her vision blurred with tears. She tried desperately to blink away. She had received tips before, friendly messages, small acts of kindness, but nothing like this. Nothing that threatened to unravel her heart completely. The captain reached across the counter with gentle firmness and placed one final box, bigger than all the rest, directly into her trembling hands. For a moment, she didn't breathe. It felt surreal, like she had stepped into a scene written for someone luckier, not a struggling single mom who had been praying quietly for a miracle she barely believed in. He didn't offer a long explanation. He didn't need to. His eyes said enough, "You're not alone. Someone sees you. Someone cares." The other bikers nodded subtly, some smiling, some blinking away emotions they didn't want to show. Big, tough men holding teddy bears and Christmas gifts, it was a sight that would stay with her forever. Emily's tears finally spilled over as a warmth she hadn't felt in years filled her chest. The weight she had been carrying for so long lifted, piece by piece, like snow melting in sunlight. She imagined Liam's face on Christmas morning, the pure joy that would light up his eyes, joy she thought she had failed to give him. And now, strangers who owed her nothing were giving her child the magic she couldn't afford. She whispered a shaky thank you, her voice cracked almost beyond recognition. But the bikers shook their heads softly, as if to say no thanks were needed. Sometimes, they believed, the universe sent people exactly where they were meant to be. That night, when Emily went home with her car loaded full of gifts, she felt something she had almost forgotten: hope. As she tucked Liam into bed, she could barely contain the secret joy waiting for him. She kissed his forehead and whispered a silent promise that life was going to get better. Christmas morning arrived like a miracle wrapped in red and gold. Liam's laughter filled their small living room as he opened each gift with wide eyes and pure wonder. Emily stood behind him with her hand over her heart, tears of gratitude tracing warm paths down her cheeks. It wasn't just about the presents. It was about being seen. Being helped. Being reminded that kindness still existed in the world. And somewhere across town, the bikers gathered again, sipping coffee, smiling quietly, knowing they had changed someone's life simply because they chose to care. If this story touched your heart, please like the video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more life-changing stories. Your engagement truly helps keep these messages of kindness alive. Before you go, comment below: do you believe small acts of kindness can create big miracles?